Welcome everyone, I'm Megan Julie Bennett here with your Score on Air Jackets update. This week we'll find our young Blue Jackets in the beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, defending their title as two-time champs in the NHL Prospect Tournament. Unfortunately for the Baby Jackets, the first preliminary game against the Detroit Red Wings did not pan out as hoped. Keeping in mind this year's team offers some of the youngest talent we've seen in quite some time, the Jackets couldn't seem to pull it together, allowing Detroit to put up 6 goals in Friday's game, ultimately falling 4-6. After gaining their footing, or shaking out the nerves and rust, as Captain Zach Werenski put it, the Traverse City team seemed to have gained back their confidence on the ice Saturday and were able to pull out a win over the St. Louis Blues with the final score of 4-1. Despite a slow start, the Blue Jackets took an early punch and bounced right back up against the Chicago Blackhawks in Monday night's game. They were down 2-0 less than 7 minutes into the game and were struggling to generate offense. However, with a solid defense, they were able to keep up the game within reach and were finally able to break through late in the second period. Dante Salvatore made it a 2-1 game just as the Columbus power play came to an end, breathing new life into the Blue Jackets. Pierre-Luc Dubois came through in the end, potting the winning goal in true first-round draft pick fashion. Dubois gathered the puck low in the offensive zone, shook off a check, and powered through the goal line in front of the net, tucking it around Chicago goaltender Jake Hildebrand for the game's final goal. Tonight, the boys take on the New York Rangers, and for third place, yes, unfortunately, the Baby Jackets will not have a three-peat this year, but we will see plenty more of what our rookies can do in training camp next week. Joining us now from Traverse City is Columbus native Kole Sherwood. Hi, Kole, and thank you for joining us today. Now, unfortunately, winning the tournament for the third straight year is out of grasp. What are some things you and the team are trying to take away from this?
Try to take third place. Try to win something, I guess. Try to prove that we are the #1 team, even though our bounce didn't go our way. Try to prove, each player's trying to prove to the staff why they belong here. Just play my game, show them what I can do, and obviously just improve at the end of the day. Try to become steps closer to the NHL, and just show them that I've improved over the year, stuff like that.
Going into training camp next week, I'm sure, as you know, Tortorella is notorious for his tough training camps. What are some of the things you're bringing to the ice this training camp, and what are your expectations?
I've got bigger, faster, stronger. I put on weight, obviously. My goal is going in training camp, just kind of same thing as what it is here, just show them that I've improved, that I can hang with the NHL guys, play some preseason games. Obviously, your goal is to make the team, but realistically, just get some preseason games and really gain confidence and take it back to London. And, yeah.
Kole, your name stands out in the Blue Jackets roster simply because you're a Columbus native. You're the first born and raised here to sign with an NHL team. Does the extra attention Columbus has on you affect your game, or does it have any added pressure?
I don't know. I mean, in a sense, you want to prove that they made the right decision, but I mean, same pressure as anyone else that signed. You still have to prove what you did to accomplish that. But I think anyone's going to feel the pressure at the end of the day. But you don't really you don't think about it too much. You just try to do your thing.
Well, I'm sure we won't be disappointed. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you and the rest of the team in tonight's game.
No problem. See ya.
We'll be back next week with updates and just how training camp is going, for not only for Kole, but for the rest of the team as well. There's plenty of hockey to be played, so check back and stay up to date with everything Jackets on Score on Air. I'm Megan Julie Bennett. See you next week.